Welcome to our immersion. In this episode, we're going to do a joint releasing series with a mindfulness meditation. So it's really relaxing, and it's really all about just, if we've had a really busy day, you know, when you can really get up in your head and you feel like you're wound up a bit. This is the perfect kind of a practice that just gets you right down into your body. We slow our breath, our attention comes into the present moment. And it's very healing on very practical levels for all of our joints. We're going to visit a lot of the ranges of motion of our joints, the major ranges of motion. But at the same time, we're going to go very deep into just really calming the nervous system, calming the mind. And ultimately, that opens us up to just a sense of something deeper. We feel like we're connected again. So we're going to start. First, we're going to start and work our way from the bottom right up to the top, okay? With a little extra attention on our hips, because they tend to be culprits of a lot of discomfort. So here we go. We're going to start with our legs out in front. So we've got Joey and Janie here with us today. Okay, so first sit up tall. And if you've got, if you feel like you're rounding back, then just bend your knees a bit, or you can sit on a pillow, okay? And let's start with the toes. Okay, there's basically three parts to this practice. Moving the joint, breathing, and then keeping our mind present. Nice and happy mind, calm mind. Let's begin. So on your exhale, squeeze your toes. It's very slow. Inhale, flex the toes. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So simply moving the joint. Inhale. Exhale, deep breath, slow breath, timing the movement with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's roll the ankles. So rolling clockwise. Inhale towards you. Now try to isolate the joint without moving the rest of the leg around. So it's just the ankles moving as best you can. Exhale. I have a friend who writes the alphabet with his ankles. That's also just as good. Yeah, a little more fun maybe. Okay, change directions. Exhale away from you and inhale towards you. Okay, so deep flowing breaths. Nice smooth breaths. The breaths are massaging you. And the mind, we're just asking the mind. It's a busy thing, but we're asking our mind to just watch the joint. Just watch the body sensations. That's it. Okay, let's bring the right knee up now. Sitting up tall. Okay, interlace under your knee. And so we're going to keep the spine and the bottom leg just as they are and isolate the knee joint. Inhale, foot comes in. Exhale, foot out. So let's just drop into a meditation now. It's just a moving meditation, not complex at all. Just simple movement, breath, watching. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Relaxing through your face, neck, shoulders, yeah? Inhale. And exhale. Good. Your timing doesn't have to be exactly like mine. It's comfortable for you, okay? Release the leg straight, other leg. I'll be giving more explanation. Inhale. Exhale, kicking left leg at the beginning. Okay. But then as we go progressively more through the sequence, there'll be less talking, and so you can really enjoy the teaching from the silence, yeah, the quietness. A few more rounds, just at your own pace. Inhale, moving the knee joint, breathing. Yeah, and the mind is just watching those sensations. Nothing extraordinary, just the regular body sensations. One more. Okay, release the leg. You can take a moment just to feel the lower parts of the legs. Very subtle, but you might feel there's a freshness in there, and that's a good sign. Okay, so now you're going to take I'm just going to face forward for this here. So taking the left hand on the right foot and the outside of your knee. Okay, so you're grabbing like a cradle, yeah, cradling a baby. If it's comfortable for you, you might find that hooking your elbow is comfortable. Okay, so you can feel that out for you. One's not better than the other. It's really what's appropriate, what feels like I can access that hip joint. So now our attention's on that hip joint. Inhale in the center, chest is high. And then on your exhale, the knee comes backwards. Just finding your range of motion. So we're massaging out the joint. Inhale and then exhale. Sometimes you see that I close my eyes. It's sort of like when you're, when you're on Skype and then you can't hear the person, it's all jumbly. And so you say, let's just turn off the video. Yeah, and then you turn off the video and suddenly the sound comes very clear. So sometimes if you just close your eyes, you can, suddenly the picture of your body gets very clear. And and you just drop right in, feels very nice. And then you can work with the sensations you're noticing. Last round on this side. Inhale in the center and exhale. Okay, so just a very slow moving meditation. Release your legs. Take a breath in and out. You can feel that hip. Good. Other side. Holding the outside of the ankle, the knee. Inhale in the center, lifting the spine up tall. Exhale to the outside. Inhale. Exhale. Now at first glance, particularly if you're used to, you can continue while I talk, just massaging your hip. At first glance, or presentation of this sequence, you might think, this is kind of boring. It doesn't feel like much is happening. But it's actually the very contrast of simplicity and slowness, breathing, being present. It's that very contrast that penetrates very deeply and has a very healing effect. Yeah? The nervous system loves it. Yeah? It's one of the best things you can do for yourself is slow down, give yourself that gift. Yeah? And then release your leg. Breath in and out. Okay, bring your feet together. Or we're going to do our little butterfly. Many names for this posture. I like calling it the butterfly, because the wings flapping. Feet together. You can just hold your toes. Inhale, knees up. Keep the spine lifting, face relaxed. Exhale, knees down. And you're just, again, finding your edge. Inhale. Exhale. There you feel the insides of the legs opening here. Inhale. Exhale. Practically what this is doing, it's releasing the vata, the blocks in the joints. It's a nice way to start any practice. Traditionally, joint releasing always started the asana sequence. It's like lifting the dams on the river so the energy can pour through. Yeah, and so you release all your joints. You can continue a couple more rounds. Yeah, and you release all the dams, and then you take your asana postures, and then a very, very efficient way to practice. Okay, one more round. So multiple benefits here. Okay, cross your ankles. Sitting up tall. And one of my favorites is just a pelvic roll here. So we'll start small. Again, nice to just close your eyes. Once you see what we're doing, the reference point is your body. So let's just rotate around the joints, around the tailbone. Imagine that tailbone right in the middle, and you're making little circles. Start with little circles, and then gradually getting bigger. Rolling, 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 rolling. As you come forward, you're inhaling. As you go back, you're exhaling. So nice, because when you inhale, your chest opens. Take a big breath. And as you exhale, the chest compresses. You can really spread those shoulder blades. One more round on this side. Or this, I should say, direction. And then we'll just change direction. Okay? Start small. Massaging around the tailbone and sits bones. You can really feel all those muscles getting massaged out. Moving into the belly, you're giving your organs and glands a nice massage as you roll around through there. They love it, your organs and glands. Massaging, detoxing, getting the blood flowing. Just a few more rounds. Deep breaths. You want to be oxygenating the blood that you're pulling in. Yeah. And keep going. You're always welcome to explore. There's nothing too technical here. You're feeling and responding, massaging things out. You might be rolling your head. Going to go through some of the major ranges of motion of our hips. Okay, so you can come to the center of your mat. Okay, I'm facing forward here. Okay, bring your feet out about hip width apart and toes out to the side. So a little bit like duck feet. When you inhale, we're going to just stretch big, just like a morning stretch, as big as you can. And then on the exhale, coming down slowly. Hand can trace a line to the heart, and we come into a squat. Okay? If there are any injuries, just come down halfway. Use your hands on your knees if you need. Take an inhale here at the bottom. And on your exhale, you go right upside down. Your bottom can go way up to the sky. And then like a rag doll, you're just going to roll up, lower back, middle back, upper back, neck, shoulders roll open, and then we'll repeat that. Inhale, big, 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 big. Nice to do a symmetry meditation. So you're going to feel the symmetry, the weight distribution on the feet is even as long as you can. It's not easy. You might notice you'll have a dominant side. Most of us do. Okay. Inhale here, push the knees back, lengthen your spine. Lift your hips up, and similarly, weight still even on the feet, but feel the left and right side of the spine as you roll through lower back, middle back, upper back, neck. Shoulders roll back. Inhale, push evenly with the feet. Reach evenly right up to the fingers. Exhale, coming down slowly, 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 slowly. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, rolling. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, big breath. Very embracing kind of a movement. Psychologically feels wonderful. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Big breath. And releasing out that spine tension. Rolling, rolling, rolling. This time, bring your feet forward. Interlace your hands behind the back. Bend your knees, swan dive, and then roll your arms over. Now, some of you, that can be very tight, and actually men in general, this is a tighter position, so you can hold a towel between your hands and take the same posture. It gives you a little more room to move the shoulders. Let's take 5 breaths here. And as the body opens, you can start sending your knees back, the arms folding to the floor. Okay? 3 more breaths. Beautiful. You'll find that if you bend your knees a bit as well, it helps your hips pivot and your spine hang. Then that way you can squeeze your shoulder blades. Yeah, and then there it is. We just saw his arms move another few inches. And then now try to relax there. Take a big breath in. A sigh if it feels right. Okay, good. Hands to your hips. Look forward, bend your knees a lot. Always a very safe way to come out of forward bends if there's any tenderness in the spine. Squeeze your shoulder blades, and then your legs can press you up. Let's step sideways on the mat. Big stance, horse stance. We're going to go into some big squats. Toes point out to the side. It's very wide enough that your knees don't go ahead of your ankles. Okay, so when we come down, so it's very wide. Okay, and then inhale. Similarly, we're going to come wide open here with our breath on the inhale. On the exhale, sinking very, very, very low. And you're exploring your edge of flexibility there and strength, power. Inhale, big breath. Exhale. Symmetry meditation. Pressure on the feet is even left and right. Feel that. Big toe mound, baby toe mound, left foot, right foot, left heel, right heel. Yeah. Legs, therefore, you'll start to feel they're firing evenly. Inhale and stretching in those hips, both sides. Exhale. That's the technical stuff, yeah, the body stuff. Now let's really get in the breath and build a meditation. Exhale. Very Zen-like. It looks like Tai Chi almost. Face is soft. Okay, one more time. Inhale. And now point your toes forward. Swan dive down. Okay, you might bend your knees a lot to do it. Bring your hands in the center. Okay, now we're going to go to the inside of the legs more, so you can already probably feel that. Lengthen your spine forward. Take an inhale in the middle, and on your exhale, walk your hands over to the right side. Okay. Sink the hips and lift your chin. Okay. Inhale back to the center. Nice long spine, swiveling the heels, so your toes will point out at a 45 as you come down. And then the chin rises up. You really feel a lot in the legs. Inhale back to the center. The spine is lengthening in and through, so it helps with the buoyancy and stability. Protects your back as well. Exhale. If you want to challenge yourself, a little bit more strength building, you can try without the hands, or just a little less work on the hands. Yeah. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah. You might be wanting really gentle today, and so that is perfect. You take as much weight on your hands as you need to. Okay, back to the center. Let's walk the hands in a little bit more. And 5 breaths holding this posture. Bend your knees as much as you need to so that you feel you're not tugging on that low back. Belly is strong. The spine has a lengthening quality and the shoulders are soft. The neck is soft. And we're relaxing and releasing through there. Face is always soft, yeah? If the face is tight, the mind's tight. Face soft, happy, mind soft and happy, yeah? So very nice place to just check every now and then. This is beautiful. Okay, one more breath there. Let's take a big sigh. Sometimes relaxing, it feels a little out of our reach, so a sigh can just kickstart that releasing process. Breath in. Great. Bend your knees, and we're going to walk now to the front of the mat with the left knee down. We're in a lunge position. So let's set this up so that our joints are in the correct alignment. Your hands are on either side of the foot, knee above the ankle. The back knee walks back to meet your edge. And this is just like a hip swiveling, our walking muscles, so those joints. Inhale, the hips come down, chin up. Exhale, the hips go back. Square your hips, left hip forward, right hip back. Inhale, 1. Let's move with breath now. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Moving meditation now. So the body is moving, the breath is flowing, and our mind is simply watching with equanimity. So there's not a lot of judgments or appraisals. There's kindness there. You're giving these hips some well-deserved love. Yeah. Breath, releases of tension. So nice. Okay. One more. Inhale. And feel the muscles melting open. Exhale. Okay, let's transition to the other side. Bend your front knee. And bending both knees, just walk on over to the other side and bring the back knee down and make any final adjustments to set up the lunge. Knee above ankle in the front, back knee is behind your hips. And shoulders back. Let's begin. Inhale, knee comes down, hips come down, chin up. Exhale. Nice fluid swiveling back and forth on the hips. Inhale. Exhale. So these are complementary postures. You can feel that. It's satisfying to move from one to the next. Inhale. Blood pouring through the hips. Exhale. Let's really work with the breath in the last couple of rounds. Deep, deep breath. These postures are done for the breath that's pouring through them. Breathe to the top. Feel it. Exhale. And that exhale takes away some tension. Every single exhale. So satisfying. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Back to the center. Walk your hands to the middle. And you feel like the left and right side are balancing. Just a couple of breaths there. Breathing in to the top of the lungs. Releasing tension. One more. Good. And then cross your legs again. Let's sit back down. We're going to move up into the spine now. You can just feel your hips first. Now we're going to move into the 6 ranges of motion of the spine. And if you find that I've only got 5 minutes in my day to just do something, I just want something to wake me up and nourish myself, 6 ranges of motion of the spine is always a good choice. You can do it from many different vantage points, but this is a nice one. Easy pose. So sitting cross-legged, let's start with forward and back bends. Okay, so inhale, you're going to lift your chin up, pull your shoulder blades together, and then the front is stretching, the back is squeezing, hips rock forward. On your exhale, we roll back, squeezing the front, shoulders come towards each other, pubic bone, chin in, empty lungs. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now feel the spine. Inhale, lower back, middle back, upper back, neck. Exhale. And now the back is stretching. You'll notice there's always the complement of 2. Inhale, back strengthening, front stretching. And now the opposite. Back stretching. Front squeezing. So we're massaging the organs and glands there. Give them a good squeeze. One more time. Inhale, now blood flushes through there, cleans things up. And exhale, rounding. This also, you can really feel stretching out those breathing muscles all around your ribs. We're going to go now into the side body a bit more. Take your hand down to the side. The other arm reaches up. Inhale. Keep both sides of your hips anchored and then lengthen up to the side. Your bottom elbow bending will take you down. But it's not a passive collapse. You're actively lengthening and feel all those breathing muscles stretch. Come back to the center. Inhale when you're in the center, lengthening the spine. Exhale to the side. So that's the sort of the technical part, the alignment. Let's get now more into that meditative flow where you're just feeling and responding, moving with your breath. Just a moving meditation. Inhale. Exhale. Face is soft. The mind is simply present, watching with equanimity and kindness, most important. Exhale. I'll come to the center. So we've done back and forward bends, side bend left, side bend right. There's 2 more, the twists. The left hand comes behind you. Push, so it's like a finger stand at the back. You push your spine up straight. The other hand crosses over. Shoulders down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist, lower back, middle back, upper back, neck. Back to the center. Inhale. On your exhale, lower back, middle back, upper back, neck. Let's get in a nice flow. Inhaling, opening, exhaling, twisting. Switch. 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 And come back to the center. Right, so there's our spine. Take your hands in front of you. Inhale, spread your fingers. Exhale, squeeze the fingers. Inhale, exhale. So isolating the joint, breathing, inhale. Just mindfulness meditation. Inhale, exhale. Rotating the wrists clockwise. Inhale up, exhale down. Feel all the little sensations of 5 little bones there. Change directions. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. Inhale, flex your wrist. Exhale, flex them down. Inhale. Exhale. So once you see what we're doing, I do recommend closing the eyes. Yeah, again, dropping into body sensation awareness. Good. Palms up, inhale. Fingertips touch, exhale. Isolating the elbows. Inhale, opening. Exhale. Try to relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Still sitting up tall as best you can. If cross legs uncomfortable, you're welcome to straighten your legs out. Shoulders, inhale up. Squeeze your shoulder blades and then drag them down. Now open your shoulder blades. Lift them up. So we're drawing big circles with the elbows. Inhaling. Up, exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Enjoy this massage. Shoulder massage. If you work on a computer a lot, most of us do these days, this one's good for you. Yeah, the following postures as well. We're doing some shoulder releases. Okay? And then backwards. If you really have tight shoulders, we have a whole segment focused on the shoulders, so you're very welcome to give yourself some care there. Yeah. Backwards rotation. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's just pause for a moment and let those arms rest. Feel. Take a breath in and out. Interlace now your hands behind the back. Palms facing forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, rising. Chin up slightly. Exhale, rest the arms back down. Neutral chin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Really get to pull the chest open there and fill your lungs. Exhale, softening back down. Inhale, raise your arms above the head. Lace through the palms, point the palms up. Elbows draw backwards. Inhale. Palms down. Exhale, press your palms up. Inhale. Exhale. Now there can be a tendency for the chin to really want to come in there. Try your best to keep a neutral neck. Inhale, pouring the prana in, life force energy. Exhale, tension releasing. Inhale, big breath. Just following along. This whole range of motion exposes different muscles. It's always changing. And you're just watching the show. Inhale, last one. And exhale. Now take your arms behind you. This is my favorite, my personal favorite. You can turn, I'll just turn sideways so you can see a little bit better. Okay, the feet hip width, hands behind you. So our hands will actually come a little bit behind your shoulders. And now this, we get the shoulders, but we're also getting into our spine again and the hips. Inhale, push your arms straight and squeeze your shoulder blades. Chin up. Exhale, and then bend your elbows and round in, chin in. You can let the shoulder blades shrug here. Good. Inhale. If it feels awkward, it might mean that you just need to bring your hands back a little more or wider so you can adjust so it feels right. How do you know? Just try closing your eyes. Relax. Feel your body and just think, okay, I'm just going to give myself a shoulder massage here. And you can play with the orientation of the wrists so it feels right for you. Okay, let's give you a little silence here. And you can really feel and respond. Feel and respond with your breath. Moment by moment. Big breath in as you come up. Exhale down. Last one. Exhale. Okay, cross your legs again. Okay. You can take the right hand across. And you just give it a little pull, but keeping the shoulder pulling back. So this shoulder's pulling back and down. And then the other side, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You'll feel this deltoid here, and inhale, and then between your shoulder blades as well. We all feel it a little bit differently, but generally that's what we're targeting. Hands to the knees, and finally the neck. Very gentle, not forcing a range of motion. Inhale, chin up, and rather than collapsing your neck, think of your face reaching up, shoulders stay relaxed down. Exhale, chin in. So you're just taking your neck through the range of motion, arriving at a natural edge, breathing. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, the smooth movements. There's not a trace of aggressiveness there or unkindness. Come to the center, inhale, exhale, gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale to the center, the opposite shoulder. Shoulders relaxed, jaw is soft. Inhale, exhale, enjoy. Inhale, exhale. And finally, back to the center, circles, just making circles with your chin. Inhale, and again, we don't want to collapse the neck. Think of your face reaching to the sky. And then exhale as you come down. Okay. 2 more rounds on this side. And when you're ready, change the other way. Inhale, coming up, massaging out the neck. Two more. One more. And so the joint releasing series is complete. At this point, you might continue to a stronger practice like a sun salutations or a vinyasa flow if you have the time, or it may be the perfect time to go into a more restorative sequence, resting, relaxing, a deeper meditation. Maybe it's time for you, this is all the time you have, and so you just come into Shavasana. And we'll do that now. Yeah. Rolling on your back. Okay. And just taking that time to rest. They say slowness or silence and stillness, the highest form of healing. Such a gift. So rest. Just allow yourself to be as you are. Allow yourself to rest.